Don't you guys love how we're just recording this episode a month after these shows happened? Welcome to Goose Quack, everyone! Woo!
My bad.
It's all Jack's fault.
That's very rude.
Yes, alright, so this is our Matilda and Broadway Revue episode. This is episode 9, which is crazy, actually.
I feel like there should be more, actually.
There really should be more. We've been doing this since November now, and it's mid-March.
And we're not even at 10 yet.
We're not even at 10. Yeah, so...
Once again, my bad. So.
Yeah, so, again, I say, all Jack's fault. We are here with tradition at this point. Two new people who have not been on Goose Quack yet. We are joined with Elise and Elizabeth. So just introduce yourselves, say your names, even though I already said them, and say your favorite show that you've been a part of. Anyone want to go first?
Rats.
What?
Anyone want to go first? Okay, Elizabeth, go.
Right, I'm Elizabeth, and my favorite show so far has been Matilda.
Hey!
Alright.
Got so much.
Cool.
Alright, Elise, any answer?
I'm Ellis.
Okay.
Oh, my bad, Ellis, yeah.
My bad,
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
What's your
Favorite show?
That is a great question. Next
Okay.
person.
Okay,
Alright.
I think that's the same exact thing that Royce did in episode 2.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's move
and then,
on.
Wait, another tradition, is it now the 5th time or 4th time?
5th. Back again. Hi.
She officially beat Josh Manziel, guys.
Already did.
By 2 episodes.
Already did.
By 2 episodes.
By
Crazy.
2 episodes.
At this point,
There's
I'm just
only
gonna film like every episode now.
Yeah, we got 3 co-hosts now.
Oh god.
I'm just the co-host.
Yeah.
3 people on each episode. Amanda's on our SpongeBob episode, even though she was not even involved with the show.
Yep.
Hey, I'll just be like, hey, I can tell y'all about the fact that I got a beach fall thrown at me twice. It was there you go. That I
did
have
happen.
boundaries to talk
Dude,
on
at
there.
one point, I want to do like a guitar, like a guitar episode or something like that. Amanda's gonna be there for some reason. Like
Boomtown episode.
I've never played
do a
guitar.
episode.
I mean, actually, technically, I did play that weird guitar game at main event.
That is not what I said.
I don't wait. Oh,
Guitar and guitar sound
Guitar.
close enough. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. I was thinking the
My bad.
instrument, not Dubai. Oh my.
That's the reason that she's
I
on.
didn't live in Dubai either.
Guitar are the same thing.
Another person who thinks that I lived in Dubai. All right.
Yeah.
You are not
Alright,
the first one.
let's move on. Let's move.
You are not. You don't know how many CYT people think that I moved to Dubai. Fun fact: I did not move to Dubai.
Maya and Kai are the ones who lived in Dubai for a while.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. No, they lived in Abu Dhabi.
Lived in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, not Dubai. Oopsies, same thing.
Two
Whatever.
different places. None of us live in Dubai. Dubai sucks a little bit.
So
Anyway,
let's move on. Before we get into Matilda and Broadway Revue, SpongeBob at the Owen just finished up their first weekend. So
hooray!
I'm
saw
really
it twice.
tired.
Saw it twice. Very good.
Jack-
Worth the drive
Jack-
again.
Yep. Jack came down on the 9th, saw the show the 9th, saw the show the 10th, and left.
That is a thing that I did do.
It's crazy.
And it was worth it.
Are you enjoying your blueberries?
I almost
It was the card.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm
Okay.
glad. Great. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do a SpongeBob episode at some point, right?
We will. Yes.
Something.
That's gonna be a fun
Okay,
episode.
so we're not gonna get into specific detail about that because we got 2 other shows to talk about.
We do.
We do. All right. Which one should we start off with?
Since it was kind of in the script, we should start with Broadway Revue, since that's what you wrote.
I just put it in a random order. I didn't. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about Broadway Revue first.
So first off, like I said last week, we delayed this episode a little bit so we can get someone from Broadway Revue on, and we got Elise. So we actually got somebody from another show. So it won't be like
We
another
got
Judy B.
Elise.
Jones where we talk about it for like 5 minutes and then just move on. So that's
Yeah.
really, really good.
Hooray.
All All right, so I saw it the second show, which was the last one, I guess.
Yeah, I also saw the second. I think like most of the
Yeah.
people in Matilda saw the second one.
Yeah,
Well, we were already up in
probably.
Umbles, so like we were
Because
like, let's
you
just
were
yeah.
already there for the school day show for Matilda, so like.
Oh, and we got to talk about that.
Oh yes,
We
you
gotta talk
do.
about
You
the
guys
Matilda
were.
School Day show.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
guys, that sounded
Yeah.
like so much fun over there.
Oh,
Like that was
yeah.
probably
It
your
was-
best show. Was your school day show.
It was the best show ever. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I did a Broadway review when I was back at my old high school, and it was not good.
Mm.
It was not good, and I was like, because it was literally just like one person after another person after another person after another person, just one solo at a time, and I'm
It
like,
was
it
recital.
was cool.
Mm.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. I mean, it was cool, but it was funny because half of the people were just pitch deaf. So
Yeah,
that was
that sounds like high school theater.
yeah, that's high school theater
Yeah.
for you.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting the same thing with this Broadway review because I've only been in one, and I was like, I don't know what else it could be, but it was so good.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
There
I
so
was
many-
expecting less of it than I thought, but it was actually pretty good.
It was a
You'll
great
have so
show.
little faith.
What?
So little
Uh,
faith.
So
I think
little.
it's just the thing with like
Hey,
CYG's never done something like that before, so none of us
Yeah.
really knew what to expect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually this is a really good idea though. I will say that. I bought
And
a
we said it
random
was the first annual, so I'm like, if this happens
First
like every
annual.
year, I would not be disappointed.
If that doesn't give you a hint that there's more in the future, then I don't know what does. So,
But
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what that happens. CYG hasn't announced anything on their next season.
Like,
yet.
yeah,
Also, I really like the
Uh,
fact that it's just like a good option since we only have one show in.
Yeah, exactly.
in the winter,
So
yeah.
it's just like a good backup. So in
Yeah.
case you.
And it's like with winter shows, what I've realized is it like brings in either like 2 people to audition or like 65,000 people to audition.
Ah,
Which
Wizard of
is
Oz,
in between. The Wizard of Oz.
my favorite show. 100 and what was it?
I think
You
it
know
was
the you know the
100
exact number.
106.
no, it was
Great.
more than 106. I think it was like Peter Pan was 106. We had like over 110.
Oh, it was one
Look,
of 9.
The thing that was important is that it was
We've
in
never
the
been-
hundreds.
It was in
And
the
it's
hundreds.
never been in the 100s since. So thank
No.
you, Broadway Review, or there would have been 100 people in Matilda. So
Yes.
and not only that, but on the Bender stage,
Oh, and
which
Yeah.
100
don't
we could-
really
we
want
could-
that to happen.
we can cram 100 people on the Nancy Bach stage, but I don't think we're ever going back to the Nancy Bach. So
I never even knew
Yeah.
about the Nancy Bach until recently. So.
Oh, it's
Yeah, the
huge.
Nancy Bach's
It sits like
crazy. It's
700
gigantic.
people.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's a big theater.
look, just made fun of Wizard of Oz, but I'm pretty sure that the show that sold the most amount of tickets was Wizard of Oz, and like
Yeah.
I think we actually sold it out one show, from what I remember.
700 people in that.
I
tiny
think our
meet and greet
closing
area.
show was the one where we sold out the Nancy Bach, which is crazy because it's so huge.
Yeah, that's a huge space. And SpongeBob
Mhm.
sold really well too, and
Yes,
we
it
never
did.
sold out Nancy Bach, which is
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to sell
I know
out that theater. I'll tell you that.
we got like pretty close, but we never really did it.
We were
Yeah.
always really, really close sometimes, and then it's just
Yeah.
way too many seats. So,
Yeah, exactly.
mhm.
But Broadway review, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I bought a ticket, and then Miss Jen, being as amazing as she is, was just like, "Yo, Jack, give me your ticket. You go sit next to Jay." I'm like, Miss Jen, I love you. I love Miss Jen. That's it. That's the tweet. I'll say
Miss
it again.
Jen is nice.
We've mentioned it. I'm pretty sure like every episode. Like, oh my god, I love Miss Jen.
Guys, I love Miss Jen. In case you
That's
didn't
Because
know
my
that.
you-
mom, guys.
Hi.
Yeah. And so I ended up sitting next to Jay, and then right behind us were Anna and Claire. So we were all we were all freaking out during most of the songs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we were all like screaming and losing our minds.
Mm-hmm. I had a playbill, but then I went to the bathroom, went back to my seat, and then my playbill wasn't there. So I would have it would have been easier to go over things if I actually had that. But stop giving me the L. I so
That's
I
what
would
I've done most episodes.
mm-hmm.
I would bring out my playbill, but I am not home.
True.
Oh.
I've got
Okay.
mine.
Okay. Good.
Elizabeth
good,
has
good,
hers
good, good.
somewhere.
Okay, so I think everyone here saw it, and one person was in it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Guys,
okay, so
review. How'd you like it?
Yeah, I gotta know who.
Who was in it?
who was in it?
Girl,
Oh, it was Jay.
Yeah.
it was
So
me. It was me.
Yeah, who's really good.
Wow.
I
God.
actually sang popular. And
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Jason popular.
I remember that you did so good.
Hmm.
I will say no, but I'm gonna flip that. Elise absolutely ate popular up.
Yes, you did.
I have to agree.
Yes, you did.
It was so the characterization and everything. Oh, Elise, do you want to tell us about like I heard it from your mom at a SpongeBob rehearsal about how you almost didn't make it on stage because of the Converse?
Oh my. I just didn't want to have to wear heels. And so I dislocated my hip trying to get my Converse off instead.
Your Converse?
Your Converse?
My
Your
single,
Converse.
yeah, at my shoe. This one, not this
Your
one, but A2.
Yeah.
Converse. I'm sorry. I
It was
know
just the
Converse is
one.
the plural, but Converse.
Converse never plural.
No, I
Just
love
the
how just calling
one
one Converse a Convert. I love that.
I'm gonna. That's so
Converse.
funny.
Is that
Converse.
wrong?
Yeah, because Converse
Well,
is spelled
Converse is the brand.
CONVERSE, like
And-
universe, but Converse.
Yes, but if it's just the one.
It's
Guys,
a
I
Converse.
did not sign up for an English class. I
You know what?
signed up to record a podcast. Please.
Oh,
I think a
but
single wife
anyway.
is just a shoe.
what?
Oh, Elizabeth, your
Alright.
audio is jacked up. What'd you say?
Sorry. I think a single
okay.
wife just called a shoe.
That's
Wow.
That's true. Yeah,
That's crazy. I cannot.
ate that
Good
up.
Solved it.
Wait,
It was all
go
her.
back. Go back.
Yeah.
You sure did show us.
All right.
Yeah.
Minus popular. What were some of your guys' favorite parts of that show?
If your answer is not burn, you're wrong.
Yep, that is correct. Issa's
For me,
burn.
I'd say it was that and Seasons of Love. It was like
Seasons
was
of
great.
Love.
oh my god, it threw me out the door.
I looked at the playbill and I saw Seasons of Love and I was like, yep, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, because they first announced Broadway Revue, and I'm like, if Seasons of Love is not in there, something's up. Like something's not
Honestly.
correct.
Yeah. And then I guess I didn't look at it hard enough because then you guys started doing Requiem and then I also lost my mind.
Oh,
That
Ooh.
was
y'all's
incredible.
harmonies,
Yeah.
dude.
Yippee.
Yeah, those harmonies are great.
Those
Also,
are awesome.
thing I learned from that show, Ryan Berry can dance, y'all.
He can.
Yes,
Dude,
he
all that footwork
can.
stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh.
He
Not only
literally
that-
danced through life.
He literally
That's crazy.
danced through life. That's
Nah, he
He
crazy.
danced
moonwalked
through life on stage.
Moonwalk through life. All
Moonwalk
that.
through life. Didn't know that he could do that.
I loved
I was
Do You Wanna
Neither
Build
did
a
I.
shook.
It was so cute.
Those. Wait. Sorry, that's. I only heard so cute. Wait, was they talking like the show as a whole? Like, wait, what?
Oh, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build
yeah.
a snowman?
You're
I
on-
thought we were still on the dancing through life topic.
Yeah,
So cute.
so
no,
cute.
do you want to build a snow? Okay, speaking of that number, I have 2 words. Haley Adams.
I
y'all.
knew that's what you
I
were about
love
to
Haley.
say.
So sweet.
Haley.
Haley.
Oh my gosh, she's such an icon. I love her to pieces.
Absolute icon.
I guess I knew her. She was one of my little day campers back in 2021.
Yeah.
And like like the moment It's Possible started, like I was the pool. I was McGilligan's pool. I was sobbing. And I was like,
Yeah,
like,
she
I still
definitely
think that I'm not
stood
such
out.
a fool when I sit here and sob in McGilligan's pool. Like
Yep, that was you. You were sobbing.
it was me. I was.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
was she ate and left no crumbs though.
Yeah, definitely stood out above the rest. I left that show just like if Haley doesn't win the spark plug, then I'm gonna riot.
And she
Uh,
did.
And she
Thank
did.
God.
And she won it,
Mhm.
yeah. Speaking
Very,
of,
very good.
I know who got awards.
Ooh, that's good. That'd be okay, cool. Because I only know who
We
got
have
spark
not
plug.
mentioned it, and we need to mention it.
Fair enough.
Here we go. If I can pull up the messages, hello.
Hmm.
Spark was Haley. The leapfrog, her name is Anjali. I don't know her last name.
Anjali?
Anjali. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The watchdog was Jenna Martin.
Woo.
For the screwball was Elise for her Conver incident.
Yes.
Convert.
And,
Conver
I think
incident.
that's right.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
if y'all know her, Alexa Barrera got Rose.
Oh,
Woo.
that's cool.
Slay. Her solo
where
in Do You Want to Build a Snowman 8.
Isn't it Beretta? Like,
Beretta, not Beretta. What the heck?
yeah.
They're similar enough. It's fine. Yeah. When she was in Cinderella, Legally Blonde, and I think that's it.
Hunchback.
Hunchback. She was a Hunchback.
Hunchback.
Yeah, I only remember her in Legally Blonde.
Yeah, because I mean, you weren't there. You were in Boomtown for the rest of it.
I was in Boomtown.
He was in Boomtown.
I love how I had to explain to Travis what Boomtown was in the middle of the podcast.
Because he wasn't there. I don't think he was there when Bill Cruz mentioned Boomtown at Six Flags. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
I just want to mention Issa's burn for a couple minutes.
Yes.
I was shook to the floor. I was dying. I was crying. I was all the things.
Goosebumps everywhere.
Goosebumps everywhere. One thing I was not expecting, because it was like the vocal growl on the you like that whole part. I was like,
how do you do that? Like, I'm just like, I was in shock.
Practice.
The what?
Believe it or
So
not.
true, Jack.
on the you that whole part when she did like the vocal fry. I was like,
Oh,
girl, girl.
sorry, I was changing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, that's another thing I want to talk about. Y'all's quick changes were crazy.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out
There
how
were a
to...
lot of them.
That's another like that was just whoa. I know somebody posted about, I think it was Kat Watley posted about Broadway Revue, and Brendan Peoples left a comment that said it was such a great show, but I just think it needed a couple more costume changes.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough.
A few more.
Just a couple more. Just a
5
few.
isn't enough. You need more.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was like, how did y'all do that so fast? And like, I remember watching Elise, your popular quick change, and I'm like, how?
I broke my shoe.
You broke your
know.
No, my character heel. It broke.
No.
Oh.
The first night.
Oh.
Right? I was putting it on, and like the snap part ripped off. So I went through the whole dance without, like, with the shoe flying off my foot.
Oh, cute.
That's amazing.
So cute.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, there were still some other really good parts to part review because it was like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it was like
I honestly thought it was gonna be like
It was
maybe
like a whole show. It was insane.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be like an hour and a half max.
No, full show.
But like 2 hours,
and it was awesome.
I just want to point out how I was not expecting the first line in the entire thing to be, "Oh, I hate theater." Ryan walked out and said that, and I went, like,
I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that back up.
We've got the plot twist in the first line. For real.
And then Jonathan and the little hidey hole on the set.
That had me dying. I was.
Yeah.
There were some other really good parts to that. I don't know what the name of the song was, but whatever song Samantha sang by herself was really good.
Stupid
with Love.
Yes, that.
It was incredible.
Okay, Aiden was talking about this on at Matilda the next day. It was after Stupid with Love the second night, like after the applause died down, he literally just go like at the top of his lungs.
I think I heard him do that during bows.
Was it during bows?
I'm pretty sure that's where I heard it during bows.
Okay, I heard it during Stupid with Love. Maybe he did it both times. Who knows?
Probably. No, again, he did
Probably.
both times.
Yeah, but I loved Samantha's Stupid with Love. I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Were there any other parts we wanted to go over? That were good in the show?
I think we just needed a couple more costume changes.
Yeah, I think we just needed some more costume
changes. Just a few.
Oh, let me just say, I was totally blown away by Jonathan because he is such a strong.
Oh, dude, he carried the bass section of like 30 kids. Like that's the one
only
part.
Bass.
He was the only bass.
Ryan sang tenor.
Ooh.
For the part that we split 4 parts. So
that's insane.
No, because like he was literally piercing,
a cast of like
piercing the ensemble.
45, 50.
Whoa.
Yeah, because he was like, I could definitely hear like that was one part, like that was one vocal part I could just point out of everything, and I'm like, is that just Jonathan?
Yeah, and like I had not heard him sing
Has
before,
to
so
be.
that really caught me off guard.
He has a beautiful voice.
He does. It was
Hearing Fight the Dragons again gave me whiplash.
I bet it did.
He didn't have to pull out 2 swords behind pillows, though, so that was...
And luckily, he did not have to pull out a quick change right backstage where someone had to go grab his hat off his head directly.
another
But
one
we
of
went
my...
over that already.
Yeah.
I know.
Had to go from khakis and like a whole like war uniform right into like different brown pants, blue shirt, yellow vest, hat in like a matter of I think 15 seconds.
Oh, I was just referring to when I took the hat off of you after the song.
Oh,
Like,
right after Roof, yeah, or right before
right
Roof.
to Fight the Dragons. Just like I remember because
After Fight the Dragons, right before Roof, yeah. River, not Roof.
yeah,
Brand.
I was thinking. I was like, because I remember just going.
Man, technically they're the same scene. Anywho's, Broadway Revue 8. I also want to mention, dude, the choreography.
Yes, Sunny. Thank God.
So good.
Sunny!
Sunny absolutely killed that. Especially You Can't Stop the Beat.
Yes, I love
You
it.
Can't Stop the Beat was
that was a
really
good one,
good.
too.
Nightmare.
Sonny, come on! It was a nightmare.
Oh, Sunny.
I
It
think
was
that
fun, but it was a nightmare.
I think that they forgot that we were supposed to actually sing during that song. So
I think I had something similar to that. I think because it was during like the teen camp that we did. It was like 5 years ago now. That's not okay. But we also did "You Can't Stop the Beat," and we had some choreography for that.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, yeah, I mean, like, the lyrics in that song keep going on forever while you're dancing, so it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being hard during that camp.
I forgot one thing that I need to mention. Oh my god, Jocelyn.
Yes, her
With
words
Words Fail.
Words
Oh,
fail.
I was like, yes.
Bro, I haven't heard that song since I auditioned with it for Les Mis. It's
Oh,
been a
yeah,
long
you
time.
did audition with it with Les Mis.
Yeah, it's like one of the songs I used.
Yeah, and I love how she did it in a higher key,
that
too.
song.
It really showed off, like, her entire range, which was awesome.
Yeah, she's like such a strong low singer. It was just like so cool to actually see her in a higher voice.
Exactly, yeah.
Mhm.
The one thing is, like, there's that one part of it after, everybody wants it and needs it a little bit too, that whole part, and there's like a minute of just music.
And she was like soaking it in. She was so
She was just like soaking it in. And she's just like, and I forgot that it existed, low key. I forgot that part was a thing. So I was kind of just like, is that the end of the song? What is happening? Because and that part in the actual musical, like everyone is like pushing Evan out the door.
Yeah.
Get out of my house. And then he's like sobbing outside of their porch. And then, but in this one, we didn't have the Murphy family. And so there's that little instrumental section, and she just sits down in the box and is just thinking.
It was like processing everything. It was
The acting was so good in that song.
Mhm.
She absolutely killed that. All right. Is that all we had for Broadway Revue?
I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting a yes too. I'm James Corden.
James Corden did not see Broadway Revue.
James Corden
Okay,
did not
so
see
we all know.
Broadway Revue.
You're saying James Corden hand?
Hand! I played a freaking hand in the Emoji Movie.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna touch
anyway.
her, but that's what
We'll stop.
You want to know what other show James Corden didn't see? Matilda. That's
Wow.
amazing.
You know what I didn't see? The Emoji Movie, because I've never had interest in it.
You've never seen the Emoji Movie?
I have never seen the Emoji Movie.
I love that
So
movie.
lucky.
I have, and I
That's
want to.
really sad because
Wow.
it's the greatest movie of all time.
I also saw it, and I want an hour and a half of my life back, please,
It was,
if
it was
possible.
a blessing.
It was a
Incorrect.
blessing.
It was a
Elise,
blessing.
It was a
in
blessing.
so incorrect.
I referenced it in one of my economic videos just to say like so here's the just like the mental thing with wasting money. It was just like, and the example was renting the Emoji Movie.
Y'all are wrong.
Watching any James Corden content is a waste of your money.
I played Peter Rabbit in Peter Rabbit, the movie.
No thanks.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah, he was Peter
Yeah.
Rabbit.
I
He
didn't
was
know
Peter
that.
Rabbit.
I did not know that.
Peter Rabbit.
Sorry,
Anyway.
I only do Baker hand.
Baker.
Oh yes.
I made one joke about that during Into the Woods, and that was one of the biggest cast inside jokes. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm a baker.
Oh, and also whoever that troll is from Trolls. By the way, they make
Oh
too many
my
Trolls
God,
movies.
Oh.
They make too many Trolls movies.
No.
I've not
No,
watched Trolls.
hold on.
Here.
Look, I didn't. Okay,
Movies are
Trolls 1 was fine.
easy.
But
Trolls
they
2
they
was
should.
even better.
What? No.
So was Trolls
No.
3.
Look,
Trolls
No.
4?
There's a
Troll.
fourth one.
troll.
There's no way. There's
Troll.
4 of them.
Troll, all right there. With the you know, with the singers that capture the trolls and use their troll magic to sing better.
Wasn't that the third one?
I didn't know there was a
haven't watched
fourth
past
one.
The first one, what?
I refuse to watch anything past the first. The first one wasn't even that good. They
The
made
first-
4 of them. 4.
Didn't
I accept
Elise is gonna die on this hill. Like, she is already.
Trolls movies are great.
You're incorrect.
You scare me. I'm sorry, but you scare me.
They are great.
Confirmed.
Amazing.
Elise likes James Corden content.
I remember watching the Trolls 2 movie
I like
against my
Princess
will.
Poppy contents, actually.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
against your will is different. Elise watched
Against
all
my
4
will.
because she wanted to. But
Because
yours was
they were
against your will.
amazing.
No, because I there's a we were a main event after the school day show of Matilda. Ha! School day show of Matilda.
Ah!
Oh, that's coming up next.
Yeah, that's coming up. But
yes.
After this commercial break, there we go.
after this commercial break where we talk about main event, we went to main event after the school day show, and we were looking at the trolls. Like, they had like plushies of each troll. And there's a video that Jack has of me with the same troll that James Corden played, and it's like right up to the camera, and it says, "Hello, my name is James Corden.
I have not seen this video yet.
And it's funny.
Didn't have his
I
little
need this
sidekick with him, though.
video.
It's nothing special.
Yeah,
It's just-
but I say we start kind of at the beginning and then just kind of move forward with Matilda.
Okay.
So who did y'all play in Matilda? Go, Amanda, then me a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. Anyways, I played Mrs. Phelps.
Woo!
I was also a
Hooray.
Honestly, let's call the police.
Right.
Oh.
The best
Let's
line
call-
of all time. The best line of all time. Okay. I
Just
played
call the police.
I played Mr. Wormwood. I got to pick on people in the audience every show. It was lovely.
You picked on my brother.
I did pick on him.
And I was a dancer for the first time, which was awesome.
Dancer, we love
Hey.
Mika.
I have
woman who-
dancers
the woman
in
who
Wizard of
changed
Oz.
the-
That makes me very sad.
The woman who changed CYT forever, Mika Phillips.
Mika Phillips.
I love Mika.
I love that woman.
I've only done one show.
Elise is on Dance with her for Apex, and I'm so jealous. I love that woman.
I've only done one show where Mika was a choreographer, but it was great.
Oh yeah, it was Lion King.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Barely worked with her, but she's awesome.
Yeah, she's so cool.
No, that's a great show. Like, I did nothing act 2. It was great.
Yeah, but I remember just going in, and I think Matilda had to be one of my favorite callback days, like, ever.
Oh, it was so fun.
No, because I remember, like, we were going over, like, who got, like, what callbacks. I got called back for every male. Every
Nice.
male, including Agatha Trunchbull.
All 3 of them. Wow.
No,
And what
it was
The one role. In
it was Wormwood, Trunchbull, Escapologist, Rudolpho, Sergei. Because they called back they called back for Rudolpho and Sergei too,
Wow.
which was
Whopping
weird.
5.
Whopping 5.
Whopping 5.
The whopping 5.
But I wasn't expecting to be there for 10 hours.
And what I find really funny about it is like I only got 2 callbacks, but I was there probably just 2 hours less than Jay, and I was like,
Yep.
It was long.
You know what?
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
was-
about right. I remember Suzical callbacks taking forever.
Ooh!
Yeah. The sun was down by the time that I left.
Mhm.
I remember that.
Dude, and Anastasia was worse for
Really?
because I had to be there at like 9 for dance auditions. I did not leave till about 8:30.
And I was only there from about 10 to 11.
Lucky you,
Hey.
girl. I was
That
like,
sounds amazing.
Just gonna
It
say,
was.
I
CYT
can't believe
Chicago
that.
callbacks, they last until 2 and then they cut it off. It's from 10 to 2 and that's it.
Lucky?
Like,
It's like
absolutely
what
jealous.
happens if they
insane.
don't get through everything?
Womp
They
womp.
do. It just or through.
They just happened to.
I don't know. I've never gotten there before.
I mean,
Oh,
we get
the
cast lists at
past-
like 4:30 on Saturday, so
Yeah. The past lore for all of you. Elizabeth, this is her first CYT Houston show, but she actually did shows back in Chicago before she moved. So yeah. So just a little bit of past lore for all of you. But I just remember seeing Josh in the Trunchbull callback, and I'm like, if it is not him, like, if I'm going to cry.
Dude, let's not lie to ourselves. It was before auditions too. I knew that. Josh
That's true. That's true. But I mean, Josh wasn't even sure if he was doing Matilda until like a few weeks before the audition.
Oh, he
too.
told me during Anastasia. He was like, "Yeah, I might go out for it." And I'm like, "That's such a Josh thing to say."
Yeah, and then like, 2 days later, like, oops, I'm signed up. So he's
Literally.
So he was like the perfect Trunchbull.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
was
One
great.
of my favorite moments of just him, just him, was there's that little like drum roll moment during Smell of Rebellion, and he didn't really know what to do, so he just kind of like meh, why not during rehearsals, and the balance beam was there, so he just kind of like walked on it, and whenever like the little happened at the end, he kind of just like fell off, and they just went just like jumped and put his hands in the air.
And then the
Yeah.
audience gave him like the biggest applause. It was so funny.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, stop it, stop.
Mhm.
It was
my
amazing.
favorite Josh moment was when the doll that they used to swing Amanda off stage got stuck on him. You had to kick it.
Oh yeah, he got stuck on his.
Oh,
Yeah.
He kicks
my-
the doll off stage, and I was backstage. I could not hold it back. I was laughing out loud.
Mhm.
yeah. I think something happened.
Yeah,
like that
I
during
did not
during the
enjoy being
Saturday
kicked off
show.
stage. That was
I
not
think
fun.
it was the Saturday at 2 when it happened.
I want to say it was Saturday at 7. Yeah, I saw him kick off the doll. Hey, but you
Yeah,
know
let me
what?
Funny.
say, I did
Oh
not
yeah.
get kicked off the stage.
Look, the
That was
the Emerson to Doll trade off was smooth though.
It
Smooth.
was.
Yes.
It looked great.
I will say, I remember this
Christina
from
Haynes is a
the.
freaking genius, y'all.
Yeah.
Seriously, like she's everything.
Yeah, I think something else with the doll. Okay, so it was the other Matilda a few years ago. Like, didn't it literally like get like stuck? Like, where did it stuck?
Here's what happened. So you know, there's those two like boxes like on the sides. They have like the railings and stuff.
How did
Mhm.
D'Artagnan do that?
Well, he just swung it around. He was swinging around too high, and it got like it landed in the box. Like if this is the box, the doll was like, it just like, landed in there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, he throws it off stage. The box is like all the way over here. How did he do that?
I don't know, but it happened.
He also threw a book at someone, so.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
You know,
so,
amazing.
I mean,
I was referencing that.
Past Matilda, these like what are you doing with those books, a woman? And like he literally chucks him off stage. Everyone was like trying to get
Sarah
down.
Scobie in the face.
Yeah, Sarah Scobie stood up and said, "Guys, you need to get." And then it just like hit the books in the face, and everyone backstage just went.
No, because like then Christina,
That's
Christina
hilarious.
this time around, she just went, "Okay, y'all, we are not repeating the last show. Please get down whenever he throws the book."
Yeah, she literally said, "We're not gonna have a repetition. You guys need to squat."
Those words
He
are
just
back.
had everyone like
So
in the
funny.
literal corner of backstage. There was like
Yes.
25 feet between the books and anyone backstage.
Yeah,
It was
Oh,
a good thing.
goodness.
All
Yeah, it
right.
was a great thing. Oh my goodness, that was. Ugh. I just remember seeing like because I wasn't even there for that night. Because Monday and Tuesday of Tech Week, I was doing Into the Woods of my middle school because I had shows those days. So I had shows Monday and Tuesday of Tech Week. So I get back and Sarah Scobie is just bruised to the nines. And I just walk back and I go up to Audrey Chris. I'm like, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Well, you sure missed a lot.
I sure
Like
did.
that. Yeah.
Now let's move on
Also,
to the school show,
sorry,
guys.
gotta say
Once
one
Jack's
thing.
done. Hold on.
Wait, Jay, you're saying that you missed Tech Week before I
That's
did?
so
Yeah.
Patrick.
What? So that's so Jack Cruzy to miss Tech
You're
Week.
crimping my style, Jack.
You make fun of me for it, and you did it first.
Well,
Guys,
yeah, because I forgot that I did it up until like 2 days ago.
And like,
Yeah,
to be
Jay
honest,
and Jack
you
are
were
just trying to copy each other.
okay.
with
To
this
be
stuff.
fair, you were gone for a show. I was gone because I went to
With
Disney
the
World.
Disney World. He was in Disney World.
Yeah,
Isn't Disney?
it's a thing that I
Disney
did.
World.
Disney World.
Disney
Disney World.
World. I want to go to
Yeah.
Disney World.
I
Disney
want to
World.
go back to Disney World.
I went to Disney World December.
Woo, lucky. But but let's talk about how just lovely the school day show was.
Ooh, the school
It was
day show. I got the lore
lovely.
through text
It's lovely.
messages.
I have
It was
there's
amazing.
more. But I just want to say one of my favorite can I just go off the Matilda topic and just say two of my favorite school day show stories really fast?
Yes.
One
No.
okay, never mind. Let's move on. No, I'm just kidding. During James and the Giant Peach, in 2018, when Caitlin says, there's a line when Caitlin says, "Who doesn't like ladybugs?" and Travis goes, "I like ladybugs." And Caitlin in the school day show just says, "Who doesn't like ladybugs?" And this diva in the front row just says, "I don't like ladybugs."
Oh my god.
I thought that the girl who played James, her name was Emma Veach, was just going to lose it. Same with Griffin. Griffin almost couldn't hold it together.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is.
I heart Griffin. I miss him.
Sometimes school day shows bring back good memories.
And then
very
during
much
so.
Shrek, during Shrek, whenever Jack and Alyssa said, "So it's time to go away," and they blew the party horns, a kid screamed at the top of his lungs.
How do you remember that and I don't?
I don't know, it's just always stuck in my brain because I could not stop laughing. It was, "So it's time to go away." She just like screamed. It was so funny.
Well,
Like
I
a,
Yeah.
wish I
like
would
a
have remembered
joyful
that.
scream for.
Oh, it was literally the top of the lungs horror scream. Like they were not expecting them to blow a party horn, and she freaked out and lost it.
Also, just for clarification, this is 2017 Shrek Jr., not the most recent.
2017.
I
Yeah.
think.
I don't even know if they had a school day show for 2021 Shrek. Did y'all?
Really?
Oh no, they didn't.
Wow. All right.
We
We
were
had a school
saying
day show
about
for
funny
Music
kids. Funny kids
What
in
the
the
hell was
audience.
a school day show for Music Man?
Man. Oh.
Do they have one for Bye Bye Birdie?
Bye Bye Birdie.
Bye
what's
Bye
up?
Birdie
Bye Bye
didn't
Birdie.
happen.
What's Bye Bye
Exactly.
Birdie? I've
I
never
was trying
heard of
to make
that
a
show
joke.
before.
What's Bye Bye Birdie? What do you mean?
Oh my god.
We really said bye bye.
Yeah.
They said Bye Bye to that school day show.
Bye 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 bye.
Dude, there wasn't going to be
yeah.
a school day show. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
something
was-
funny about kids and audiences is when CYT Chicago did Newsies last year, they had an onstage
School day
kiss.
show for Newsies?
I think we had a school day show, yeah. But I wasn't in the cast. I was backstage. Yeah, we had a school day show.
Oh, that's weird.
But even on the non-school day shows, they had an onstage kiss at the end with Jack and Catherine. And it
Yeah.
looked very real because it was just a thumb in between their lips.
Oh,
And
yeah.
every
that was
single
in the
show-
2021 and the 2018 one.
Every show we did, there would be at least one kid in the audience. When I was watching it, there was this kid 2 rows behind me. He went, "Whoa!" Every
Guys,
show, there was a kid that did that.
Yeah.
I really
Guys,
said pause.
Dude, I was patiently waiting. Like it just if we had a school day show for Big Fish, like just during Daffodils, the entire kids would just be like,
Daffodils! Look, a guy at Daffodils!
they changed. But
Mhm.
but Matilda's school day show. So Jack mentioned this. I think it was in the last episode. How in Telly when the curtain opened, everyone saw Marin. It was just like,
Hey, it's Bluey.
it's Bluey.
Ah! Yeah.
It's Marin was Bluey and Kate Cronenberger was Bingo.
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 Kate said that for the school day show.
Got Bluey. Bingo.
Yeah, but then in the school day show, the kids were like, Bluey, 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 and did
For the whole
not
number.
shut up for a solid
Yeah.
minute and a half.
And one of them looked straight at Kate and just said, "I love you."
Not to Bluey, but to Bingo.
But the Bingo.
No,
Over
because
to
like
Bingo.
I remember Allie then walked up to me backstage, and we were both just being like, "These kids are terrible."
They're horrible. They were
You
fine
would think,
during Act. They were fine during Act 1. They were somewhat okay during Act 1. The
Yeah,
minute Act 2 started, all of their minds just and left.
we're like,
They just up and left and walked out, and then Elise is taking us on a journey.
Speaking of walking out,
Elise is taking us on a journey right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think she's plugging her phone in. Yeah, but I literally had so many thoughts on that school day show because I literally could not hear myself sing.
I was 2 feet behind you, and I couldn't hear you sing until
Yeah.
after we started
you
dancing.
off stage at least.
I know exactly. And I had that big monologue, and I literally just had to like shush them like 65 times during my monologue in character.
It was terrifying.
It was
It was
nuts.
horrible. It was not the best.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
I realized the only time that they laughed was when I abused my child on stage. I said, "You nasty little creep," and they were like, "Funny abuse."
And I can vouch this. I have extra proof because when was the point that they didn't laugh?
Anyone
Let's
with the Phelps jokes.
Oh,
Any
It
of
was
the
like
Phelps
that made
jokes.
me sad because I was like, I'm not like getting the laughs here. What's going on?
Yes, everyone loved Phelps. Like her role is funny. I think Elise is frozen.
I also
She
think
is.
Elise is frozen. Maybe it'll fix
Yeah.
itself.
It's fine.
Let's see.
But in the show, not Elise, Amanda has like a bunch of laugh lines, bunches of them, and in the school day show, no one laughed.
Nobody.
Mhm.
I literally went, let's call it police. Pure silence.
Pure
not
silence.
even from the
No.
teachers.
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
And I
That's
just
what
went
I-
off afterwards. I went off stage. I texted Jay. I was like, these
kids are making me question everything.
They are making me question my humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then but then when Eris died, which is a crazy dramatic moment, one of the little kids in the front row went womp womp.
And I remember I was fake stopping off on stage, and I almost just went like,
Yeah, she was about to throw hands at the audience. Oh, there she go. There goes Elise.
We'll be back at some point. It's
Yeah,
fine.
she'll be back. But yeah. School day show was a choice and not a good one.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
The
trying so
students were a
hard not to
choice.
scream right now. The Texans just
yeah.
signed somebody huge.
Have fun with that. This is a
Whoa.
theater-based
Oh, I know that
podcast.
none of you care.
Yeah,
that's
but
fine.
yeah. But that crowd just was.
nope.
And
But the rest of the shows were great.
It was incredible.
during the school day show, another weird thing that happened was during Loud, that when we said derriere, all the kids started laughing. I didn't even know they knew what that word meant.
hmm
I didn't know until I did the show.
Yeah, it's a very British thing.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
my
see what
British
we
thing to say. I'm James Corden.
Can we
I
lock him
think
back?
her phone may have died, and that's what happened. That's why Elise is gone. But
Oh.
lovely.
nice.
She'll be back at some point.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. But I just have so many thoughts on that school day show.
Yeah, none of them are good.
Talked about it
Yeah.
for a good like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. There she is.
There we go.
Ellie.
Yay.
Alice.
She's
Alright.
back.
My bad, guys.
It's
Yeah.
fine. We're all good.
Yeah, but we just ranted about the school day show of Matilda.
All right. So fun
But let me
fact.
just say, oh, sorry, go ahead, Jack.
I think I said this last podcast, but I did see Matilda 3 times. And all 3 of
crazy.
them were very, very good. It was just an excuse to miss Dallas traffic on Sunday.
That's a good.
That is the
Understandable.
only reason I saw it on Sunday.
That's a
was
really
for
good
that.
reason.
Yep, and I got back pretty quickly. I like
And
speeding, guys. It's great.
he posted this video on his spam account. It's a video of the Hilton Anatole, like where we're doing Apex. And he goes like, "Look, it's the freaking Hilton Anatole, that stupid hotel you guys don't shut up about. What, they got the best lemon tart there, Jay? You like
You like that lemon tart,
Mia who's bragging
Jay?
about it.
it's good. Don't play. It's so good.
They better
Those,
bring it back,
dude,
then.
Elise, those friggin' Expo desserts last year were so good.
The lemon tart.
Yeah.
Did you not like them?
So good.
You're incorrect. You're incorrect. I like them. You're wrong
Specifically,
and
the
very.
lemon tart.
It's so good. Don't play with me. But I loved it. Anyway, I also want to say one of my favorite parts that I got to do as Mr. Wormwood is I simply just got to go feral every show.
Yeah, you were insane.
I was.
Sometimes.
You were absolutely insane.
Yes.
I just went crazy, went stupid. It was fun.
Okay, actually, I just remembered something funny as well from the school day show, and it kind of ties into Jay going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so normally in the final scene, whenever it'd be like, he would come running on stage. Can I mention this one? So normally he comes running on stage, and I'm the first person there, so I dart back, and like I'm freaking out. Like, oh, who is this? Why is he running into me?
Who is this greasy man with green hair?
But then it was like on the school day show, it was like we were all done with all of this, and I was prepared to jump back, and then Jay just stomps on. So
Oh,
mad.
Hmm.
I was like, I channeled, like, because I had this scene where I genuinely scream at Savannah, who is our Matilda, who I love to pieces.
Incredible.
I love
great.
Savannah so very much. But she, like, there's a scene where I scream at her and I call her a nasty little creep and I say I'm gonna ban her from the library and all that jazz. And I was just channeling all of my telly anger into that scene. I was like, but it worked. Because I was just
Good.
so mad. Lucas went up to me and goes, "Oh my god, Jay, the nasty little creep scene was so good." I'm like, "Thank you. It was real."
It was real.
Thank you. It was
I'm
real.
pretty sure that's exactly how I responded. I said, "Thank you. It was real." It was
Oh, release that anger. Come on.
but
Yeah.
Funny Lucas
Uh,
story is Lucas would randomly come into our dressing room looking for Josh. And the reason this is funny is because Josh wasn't in our dressing room.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Where's Josh?
Lucas would just
I
be
don't
like,
know.
"Hey, is Josh in here?" No,
No,
it's
he's
in
not.
his dressing room.
Yeah, he was in my dressing room.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
story. Okay, I think
Okay,
it
go
was the
ahead.
second show I saw, Saturday, 7 p.m.
Oh, we're talking about the cup?
The cup.
Yes, the cup.
Yeah. So
The
I
cup
saw the
was not
first show. Like
cupping.
I saw the show Saturday at 2, and like like they made the cup tip over, and then they made the cup levitate, which was really cool by the way. How they did that.
There's like it's a cup attached to two sides of fishing line, and they
I could
bring it
tell.
out, and then it was and they just lifted it from like the tunnels, and they like lifted it so it looked like it was going up, and it looked sick, but like
Mhm.
Looked great.
But what happened during the
Saturday
Saturday
at
at 7
7.
show? Okay, I think it was either like just people walking around or something. The cup tips over on stage, and then it rolls off the stage. Uh, and that might have broken one of the fishing lines. And I was sitting right in front of the drivers actually during that show, and then I see Miss Ashley go like, "Should I go fix that? Should I go fix that?" And
She
so
kept asking. She asked like 3 times. She was like, "Should I?"
yes,
fix
she
that?"
did. She
And then
asked
she'd
like a
sit
good
there.
like 5 times, like, "Should I fix it? Should I fix it? Should I fix it?"
Should I go get it?
Uh,
I'm gonna go get it.
yeah, and then eventually Miss Ashley gets up and saves the day. But like they weren't able to do any levitating stuff because I think they only did it from like one side. Like she managed to get the cup backstage. Like I saw Miss Ashley like go up the stairs into, like during the show to go and give them the cup. But then I guess they somehow like signaled to Savannah just like come over here for the cup. And then like they were only managed to like tip it down. They never were able to levitate it. But you know what? Great save. That's what matters.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When Savannah
Miss
joined, I
Ashley
think
to the rescue.
it was the first weekend. It broke. I think it broke twice. But like
Broke
she like
twice.
she had like her finger like right next to the cup, and she just went and just knocked it over with her thumb.
It
And
was so
you are
smooth.
the smartest human ever.
She's so good at improvising on the stage, I swear.
I know, she's so good.
Like, I have an
Yeah,
extra around that. So there's, like, back to the final scene again. There's the point whenever it looks like they're, like, the Russian mafia is about to beat up Mr. Wormwood. And I'm in the back corner of stage right with Aiden as Rodolfo. And, like, both him and I, we both just jump back and scream. And one of my sandals flew off my foot when I jumped. And I just remember
knocking back, and all I just see in the front of the stage is just sandal.
my bright blue sandal. And
Yeah.
so then it was like she just so calmly walked over, picked up the sandal, and just handed it to me. And I was still kind of
Who
shocked. I
did?
was pulling on the Aiden's hands. I was like,
Who did? Ella?
oh no, Savannah. She was the one who just kind of walked over, picked up the
Oh
sandal,
yeah.
and handed
Give
it
you
to
the
me. And
sandal.
while I was holding on to like Aiden's hands over here, I was like, dropped it on the floor, still in character, just kind of shoved my foot back in there.
On the school day show, for that exact same moment, I was like, I went up to Lucas because he was backstage, and I'm like, yo, Lucas, I'm gonna just let you know right now. One, because I don't want to kill my voice before I have 2 shows tomorrow. And I also, these kids don't deserve it. I'm not gonna scream. Because usually
These kids
that
don't deserve it.
and usually whenever they all go da 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 and they all lift their bats, I let out the most blood curdling scream.
It was so
I
good.
like scream top of my lungs screaming. And at the second show, like on that one, I just kind of like curled up into a ball and like pretended to play dead instead.
So
Because
good.
one, don't want to kill myself. 2, these kids don't deserve it. So doing that Saturday at 2 show with a crowd that knew how to shut up was so refreshing.
No, it was so funny as well because like right afterwards on like at the Saturday at 2, then Jay walked on after like I suppose like the Friday show, school day, whatever it was, where they were all talking over him. Then he just walked on for the Saturday at 2:00 for Telly, and they were all just cheering.
Oh, they all walked on and they all started cheering. I'm like, no, they just walked on and I'm like, oh my god, stop, like in character. And in that monologue, I got to like, I did like, I got to like, I did it scripted. I did what was scripted. And Lucas told me on the Saturday too, like, hey, you're allowed to ad lib a little bit if you want to. So I'm like, bet. So it slightly, Jack saw 3 shows in a row. So you could probably vouch, it just got more and more crazy.
Yeah, it did.
Like gradually from opening night until closing, I went from like here to like all the way up here.
It was beautiful.
It was a lot of fun, and I got to call on people and call them stupid little bookworms. I speak English. I called on Evan during the Sunday at 2, and she goes, "You'll never put her hand up in a theater ever again." She goes, "That's it."
Yeah.
Dude, Samantha was like begging me to call on her. I'm like, you've been in the show before.
Mhm.
I usually called on people who weren't in the last one and have not seen the show. So they didn't know it was coming.
Except for Elliot. That was the one exception.
Except for Elliot. Yeah, Elliot knew but I had to call on them, dude.
Yeah, because
Little
like
brother.
For context, Elliot is one of Amanda's best friends, and I've been like dying to meet them for like months now. And they were in the second row. So I was like, I have to do it.
Yeah.
And it was funny because once at meet and greet, I brought Elliot over to meet Jay, and then Jay just went, "I am so sorry. I hope you know how to do that. Hi, it's so good to meet you."
I'm sorry, I knew you knew I had to do that. Hi.
Little brother.
I don't care.
One of the best ad libs in that whole monologue was when I called on Della for the Saturday at 2.
Yeah.
And she said her name really quietly, so I told her like, "Hey, speak up! I can't hear you. Let the audience hear you." And she like yells it, and I'm like, and then, yeah, well, no, she was like, "Hey, can you say that louder for me?" And then she's like, "Della!" I'm like, "Yeah, geez, Della, don't yell at me. I'm sensitive."
Oh, I remember that.
That one was good.
One of my favorites.
My little brother, he saw the show twice. Both times, he put his hand up, and you picked on the person 2 rows behind him.
No! Oh man, I wish you would have told me.
Oh no!
I already knew you had them all planned, so I was like,
I did.
You had every single one planned.
I didn't plan the Saturday at 7 or the Sunday the first weekend. I knew
Wait.
how I wanted for opening, but then I knew who I wanted the entire second weekend.
Well, I thought you didn't know who you wanted Sunday at 2 because you're like, yeah, so I'm gonna do it to Dell this night, then I'm gonna do it to
Because I was
Kinley, and then
originally
like I don't know who I'm gonna do on Sunday at 2.
because my mom told me it was Sean in the front row, and I'm like,
Of course,
oh,
Sean's in the front
man.
row.
And then Evan, like I saw her in like the 5th row. I'm like,
Yeah,
I was gonna go all the way in the back and call on Stacy Brudnick since she was literally the coordinator. I thought that would have been funny.
that would have been hilarious.
I
Hey,
thought
I
that
was
would
in the
have been
last
funny.
row, just so you know.
You were,
I've
but I
seen
mean,
this
I've
before.
that's
so
another reason I didn't call on you because you knew about the joke.
Oh, I do about the joke, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, guys, okay, so I love Sean Ramsar. All right. And he for every show he goes to, he's always sitting in the front row, and you can tell that he's here because of the way that he laughs.
Yep, you just know when Sean's
It
in the
is
audience.
beautiful. Oh, you can tell, and I can also tell when like Ryan's there too. If Ryan's there seeing it.
I
Yeah.
have a funny story
Yeah.
kind of about that, but not on Matilda. From
Yeah.
Big Fish. This was so I remember I was helping Jay with one of the quick changes. You will notice this is a recurring theme, and it was like
Yes.
while I was helping him, Jay just went, "I think Sean's here," and I was like, "You think?
You think, yeah.
You think?"
Oh, I
At
think every
least-
show that I did, I was always just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Sean's here.
Yeah,
like you can
you
tell.
can tell for one show because I remember I could tell when Sean was like in the audience for Big Fish because I
Yeah.
made I don't get why we need rehearsal dinners. These people have been eating dinner their whole lives. They don't need practice, and he found that really funny because I heard in like the back row.
Hmm.
I was like, "Yeah."
Elizabeth, what was your favorite dance in Matilda? I want to know like your experience with Mika since it was your first time working with her.
I mean, I loved every Miss Mika, her dance, incredible. I love it. I want to
Yes.
work with her in every show. I loved Loud because it was the most difficult, and I've really never been challenged as a dancer being ensemble in every show I've been in until this one. So it was like, it was really fun to be there and to do Loud and to get to do all the spins and the jumps and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, and dude, just Aiden Lopez.
I was
Oh,
about
he
to
was
say,
so funny!
I was about to mention 2 people, and one of them was Aiden Lopez as Rodolfo.
He was just about like
So funny.
Oh my god, he did this little calculate this, and he did like a little spin, and he went like 2 seconds, and he just went boom, and like thrust into his hips.
Yeah.
Like, every show, and everyone backstage just went. Like, we all were like, "Oh goodness!"
I
Who was
also,
yeah.
also like the
Oh,
way
and then I gave a really funny suggestion because during the final scene whenever the Russians are here, like Aiden is like screaming and crying and losing his mind,
Yeah.
and him and Amanda are just in the back like holding each other,
yeah.
like, sobbing into her
Yeah,
shoulder.
that was Lucas's idea. And what was funny about that, I'm going to type in that. So we didn't decide that till the final rehearsal, and it was just because we were just standing there, and then Lucas was like, okay, we need to make Amanda's line make sense where she's in love with Rodolfo. So go ahead, hug it out. And I was like, okay. And we hadn't really talked to each other much before this, so we were like, is this okay? Is this okay? And then eventually we just started getting funnier with it as it went on.
Because I remember I gave a suggestion because I thought it'd be funny if Amanda looked at Aiden because they left and said, "Are you okay with long distance?"
Long distance. And then we were pretty much just like,
And then Aiden was like,
long distance?
"Yeah, it was really funny."
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
yeah,
then
funny thing.
who was your other person you were about to mention?
Chloe Bryant was amazing as Miss Worm.
Yeah.
Yes, dude! Oh my God, she was so good.
Oh,
I love her.
it was perfect.
She was
was
so
perfect.
funny. Oh my gosh.
Also, Chloe, another Chloe story. Okay, so it was just during SpongeBob on Friday. All right, I was sitting down in my seat next to Maya Woods, ready to see the show, and then Chloe behind me just goes, "Whoa, is that Jack Cruz, co-host of Goose
Podcast.
So dumb. Like, come
Was
on.
that the co-host of Goose Quack Podcast?
Okay. Also, it was my fault because I'm pretty sure during a Matilda show, I did the shameless plug. No, it was during Broadway Revue.
Yeah, we both were.
We both did the shameless plug.
I
Hey,
was
you know
mad
what? You
that
gotta
y'all didn't
advertise.
see me into that.
Oh, you gotta advertise and you can, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah. And I want to shout out 2 more people. 3 actually, but I'm gonna make it quick. 1, Talon.
Yes.
I love him. I love him so much. His
Oh.
character choices as Nigel were so good.
Yeah.
He was so funny. Dude, Caleb Hudson as
Bruce.
Bruce. Because I saw him in
Good job.
Junie.
Oh,
I saw him in Junie B. I'm like, oh, he was so funny. I loved him in Junie B. And then he went out as Bruce, so we did Revolting Children for the first time, and he belted the absolute like heck out of Revolting Children. And all of us were like jaw dropped to the floor.
And it would be like every time backstage on stage left, it would be like
It'd be
me,
a party back there.
Yeah, it was like me, Jay, Chloe, and Bryce. We were all in that little tunnel, and we would every time he would start, we would all just be like,
Yes! Yeah.
We were so proud.
And then we already mentioned Savannah and how much we all literally adore her. Yes, I agree. Everyone give a round of applause to Savannah. She memorized so much. And I praise her for that. Like, she's so
she
real.
was so fast. Like,
so fast. And all the timing for the acrobat storage too. Crazy.
That probably takes forever.
I mention her nonstop because I love her to absolute bits. Emma Lou Evans, y'all.
Wow, didn't see this one coming.
Love
It's crazy.
And, yeah, because I loved all of her little Miss Honey moments.
She made me cry.
Oh yeah.
I watched Story 4 backstage every show. It's like the way I could like watch it like just from the tunnel, it gave like the perfect view of the scene. So I always got to see like how it looked, and it was it turned out one of my favorites because like all of the expressions with Isaac and Emma Lou were so perfect. All right, that's Matilda.
Is that it? Does anyone else have anything to add, or are we good?
I got some.
Go ahead and say it.
So, on stage for the nursery scene was one of the most hilarious parts of the show.
Ooh.
And each one of the guys was holding a balloon. One said, "It's a boy," and the other said, "It's a girl." And backstage of Tech Week one day, I was like, "Hey guys, wouldn't it be funny if you guys switched balloons in the middle of the scene?" And they did that every show.
Dude, I was backstage because I didn't even see it until opening because I was talking to Mia because you were in the same wing. And then on opening night, I look over and I just see balloon swap. And I was like crying.
Swap.
Oh, it was so funny.
About that scene that I had to change on the school day show. My line is, "Oh my good lord, where's his thingy?" Right?
Yes.
And on the school day show, Elise, your mom goes up to me and goes, "Hey, Jay, you know your where's your thingy bit?" And I'm like, "Yes." She goes,
Oh.
"Can we change that?" Because
I was
it wasn't even the kids we were worried about. It was like the teachers that we were worried about that would have like flipped out because there was a mom who left in the middle of Miracle because I said, "Where's this thingy?"
Yeah.
The Saturday at 7 show literally just got up and left.
Oh my god.
I was in the car when she realized, and we were driving. She goes,
the gas.
Just stopped, and then she immediately calls Hannah Watson.
Oh,
like, you can't. You have to change it. You have to change it.
You mean Stacy? Like Stacy was our coordinator in that one.
Might have been Stacy. Might have been Hannah.
Yeah.
Well,
it could have been some stuff at the school day show. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Oh my god, you guys told me about.
But I literally had to, because your mom said, "Look, you can say one of two things. You can say whatchamacallit and his Buddha." And I said, so I literally had to say, "Where's his?" And Ember cut me off and said, "His what?" And I said, his whatchamacallit, what you do with his doodah instead of everything. And I mean, it's still funny. They got the gist of the joke, which I was very grateful for. Because I mean, that joke could have either landed really well or just didn't land. Because I was talking to Chloe Bryant and I'm like, this joke, like all of my jokes in this show, could either land really well with these kids or none of them will land with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny is like I remember looking over in the front row, and once he said that whatchamacallit doodah bit, I saw a little girl in the front row just go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we actually need to stop.
Yeah.
We need to move on. We need to move on to the quack question. I got 13 minutes, so
right.
It's time to go to the quack question.
Yeah.
Today's quack question is from Adam.
Adam.
Right. So, okay, we just saw the question, and we actually
right and see what you.
Yeah, it's never gonna be done.
No.
Okay, I actually really like this question. Jay just found it today. All right, so how often do you wish you could do one last performance of a show, and which one?
It's a great question.
It is. I didn't get a chance to think about this one because I got.
All right.
I have my answers.
Before we do this, listen to me right now, all of you. Every time we do a quack question, we always answer it and then we go off topic. Just answer the question.
Yeah.
I will go on topic.
All right, and I will stop you.
Like, this quack question is from Dill.
Yeah.
Where-
I was done last time. All right, who wants to go first? First question. All right, go ahead.
I will go. I know my answers. 1, Godspell, dude. I would go back and do another Godspell show instantly. Because that show, because I mean, so many people joined CYT when Godspell ended. So I was like, oh man. So I wish we could do another, like, just another weekend of Godspell, just so like more people could see the show. And then, pretty obvious answer, but I just doing one more show of Big Fish without the quick changes.
Without the quick changes, how's that?
My life would have been easier.
Yeah, just because one, I loved that show. Watching it at the watch party was so much fun. And it made me realize, like, oh my gosh, that show and that role was so much fun, and I want to do it one more time. And but I want to do it without all the stress of the quick changes. So that's my answer.
I have mine.
All right.
So I would actually say Poppins, not just like for the actual performance part of it. Listen, hear me out.
Let me cook. Hear me out.
Hear me out,
guys.
Okay, so like it was my second show, and I was more on the ensemble, but it was still really fun at points. Like I really missed doing Super Cal. That was
that was so cool.
It was, and then it was just also like just a strike experience I had. That was actually my first CYT strike, even though it was my second show, because I had a situation where I needed to leave Lion King strike before it happened.
Yeah.
And so that was my first strike experience, and it was just like so much fun, and like I remember and also just bawling my eyes out because I actually didn't do shows with a lot of these people afterwards, and so I just wanted to be with that group.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just want to say one more thing. To add on, really fast. I don't think I would go back to do another show of it, but one strike I would go back to is easily Anastasia.
Yes, oh my.
Because just that cast was so just tight, and that group together was so perfect. It was so emotional, and I loved it. All right, anyone else?
Okay,
go.
I will go. You think I'm gonna say Les Mis? I know that's what you're gonna think, but like that probably would have been my answer a week ago. But you know what? After seeing SpongeBob a few days ago, I want to do SpongeBob again. I miss being Patrick. If I could do one more weekend of this show, that would be absolutely amazing, dude. I miss Super G Star.
If Connor goes out, I'm not going on. I'm calling you. Come back,
dude. $10 and I'm just kidding. I'll do it for free.
$10 on there.
Yeah, but I really want to do that show again after seeing it all last week. I miss SpongeBob so much.
That was such a good show.
All right. Who wants to go?
Mine.
Elizabeth.
So a long time ago, I did James the Giant Peach. It was one of the most fun I had on stage ever because I got like my first featured role. Like it felt so unfinished at the end. I was James's mom. They had me come on like 4 times and just come look at him from the afterlife. Like I just stared at my kid after I was dead. It was disturbing, but fun.
It was disturbing.
It was disturbing.
I loved that show, and it felt very unfinished by the end. Like it really felt like it needed another show.
Yeah. Exactly why I want to go back and do Anastasia. All right, Ellis.
Bunchback or Aigu Mugu?
What was the second one?
I'm sorry, what?
Punchback was the first one.
No weren't in that show. You don't know the joke. High School Musical.
Oh. I was like, girl, what is that?
Oh.
Aigu
Okay.
Mugu.
Oh, okay. Well, I hear it now. Like,
Aigu Mugu. What?
Aigu Mugu.
Any reasoning?
High School Musical.
Because I liked them.
Yeah.
That's the only reasoning that you need, to be honest. I think we gave too much
That's
detail.
what you all have said, just with fancy wording.
Different sayings.
All the same.
No,
honestly, that's true.
Yeah,
We've
you're
done
correct.
that many times before.
Hey, but we didn't get off topic this time.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I was paying very close attention if you guys got off topic because, like I said, I have to go.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. I'm not okay. Oh, that is so. I said I have to go, and I said hold on. I have to go, but like just wait like a few more minutes. Okay. Reminder: if you want to be on Goose Quack, feel free to DM either me or Jay, or DM at Goose Quack Podcast on Instagram.
Or at this point, me, because I'm apparently a co-host.
Co-host.
Sure. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Goose Quack Podcast. I think that's what it is. If you just look up Goose Quack Podcast, it's there. And then you can also stream our stuff on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can probably get it on Google Podcasts, maybe. I don't know. That's the three that I know that are there, and there's probably some other weird ones that it shows up on. That just depends on where Spotify wants to post those. But you can find them on there as well if you don't want to watch us, which I completely understand. If you don't. All right, that's all I got.
Bye.
Buy the merch never.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Elise,
hard.
no. It's not that hard, Elise.
There's a big red disconnect button.
It's the big red button.
Yes, it's there. It's there.
You have the camera button, so where's the disconnect button?
It should be right in the middle.